guess a man alone always talks too much. Can't start again, so he's just continuing the same. Asking what's the use? What's the use? What's the use? What's the use? Yeah. What's the use? 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 What's the use?
I think car manufacturers in the future will work closely with governments in order to understand traffic in the cities, and hopefully this will result in fewer car accidents.
How about no more traffic jams on the road? Ever.
What about cars that transform themselves in whatever you needed, whenever you needed it? It could be an electric bike or van.
I'm always late to class. I would love it if my car could wake me and have a hot coffee ready for the drive to university.
How great would it be if our cars generated energy for us to use in our homes?
What if during the ride, we could learn more about the environment in an easy and entertaining way?
I can see personalized car sharing becoming big.
I prefer to have my own car, but it would be more than just moving around. It would be about convenience.
My car in the future is going to have springs and it is going to fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome explorer and environmentalist, Mr. David de Rothschild.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to welcome you to the Hyundai Motor Company press conference. I'm David de Rothschild, an adventurer, environmentalist, and storyteller. I'm a passionate supporter of innovations that promote sustainability and reduce impact on our environment. As the founder of the Lost Explorer and the head of the Sculpt the Future Foundation, raising awareness around climate change and supporting positive ideas for a greener future are issues that are close to my heart. Therefore, I'm excited to be here today to talk about Hyundai Motor vision for sustainable mobility and a better world for all. Imagine, if you will, that the year is not 2016, but 2050. Outside, the view may be a little different from today. Perhaps we'll see the kind of future portrayed in our favorite films. The worlds of Metropolis and Total Recall. Worlds in which technology has become so advanced we're all traveling around in flying cars. Every generation has a vision for what the future will look like. For Hyundai Motor, the future is not a distant place that we'll eventually arrive at. Hyundai Motor brings the future closer. And today, I'd like to share the future that Hyundai Motor is creating. Hyundai Motor's vision of future mobility is to bring new freedom to our daily lives without any limitations and restrictions of today. Project IONIQ is an ongoing research and development project of Hyundai Motor to innovate mobility for changing our lifestyles in the future. In other words, it's an effort to help people find smart, effortless ways in realizing freedom in mobility in their everyday lifestyle, while also pursuing freedom from pollution and other burdens such as traffic hazards and congestion. Project IONIQ thinks innovatively. It embraces new technologies and services that will make tomorrow's modern lifestyles more convenient. Project IONIQ moves innovatively too, with in-car technologies that bring people and their destinations closer through clever design, connectivity, and intelligent systems. Project IONIQ understands people's changing lifestyles. Together with customers, Hyundai Motor rethinks the entire mobility experience. But to really understand IONIQ's future, to really understand what it's all about, you need to hear from the people that are designing, building, and creating the project right now.
Will cars continue to be just a means of transport, just as they have been for the last 100 years? We want to change the idea that being inside a car is tiring and dull. If we could shop, relax, work, take care of household chores, and even get our health checkups while traveling by car, imagine how much valuable time we could free up. Imagine how much more flexible our lives could become. The future that we envision is not about making a choice between mobility and life. It's about bringing mobility and life together so that our journeys can be more useful and rewarding. Now, I'd like to welcome Tayo Usobu.
The world is becoming more and more complex, but one thing remains true when it comes to people's mobility needs. They want to be free of constraints and limitations. At Hyundai, we are exploring types and forms of new vehicles that will cater to the diverse needs and lifestyles of our future customers. We don't limit ourselves to the current role and form of the car. These future cars could be without wheels. They could even transform themselves depending on what we need from them. Our goal is always the same: to create a world in which people can move freely and without constraints. I'd like to now welcome Vice Chairman Yang.
We at Hyundai Motor Company strive hard to provide sustainable means of mobility through continuous research and development. Our goal is to create future mobility that coexists with our lifestyles and society. The brand new IONIQ that we are introducing today is the very fruit of these efforts. IONIQ is the world's first vehicle to offer hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and pure electric powertrains in a single body type. This vehicle meets all the standards of an eco-friendly vehicle without compromising the fun to drive. But our efforts will not stop here. We will continue to make technological strides in various areas to bring freedom and convenience in mobility for our customers with ever-improved safety. And at the heart of all our efforts lies prioritizing technologies and research that will benefit human life and the environment for the sake of our future generations. Now, I would like to welcome Vice Chairman Chung.
Today, our cars are so much smarter than anything we could have imagined in the past. But we are not yet free from the stress and anxieties produced by the car, like pollution, traffic, congestion, accidents, and many more. Up until now, these problems have been accepted as a cost we must bear. But what if we could eliminate all these limitations and constraints that we currently take for granted? Wouldn't that make our lives so much better? Project IONIQ is inspired by these very questions. It is a long-term research and development project aimed at incubating innovations in mobility. Our research starts from a study into the people and the societies that they live in, and we will seek to expand the concept and role of the car in ways unimagined before. The purpose of this project is to realize freedom in mobility, to discover and develop innovations that make moving from one place to another entirely free of limitations or constraints, and to look beyond the automobile and create a completely new lifestyle for the future. The future mobility lifestyle that we envisage is about staying connected to our daily lives all the time, without being restricted by the limitation of time and space. It's about being able to drive comfortably and safely, regardless of our physical conditions. And it's about living in a world where pollution and environmental hazards are not the norm. But the most important idea that underlies all of this is our determination to make this reality for all, so that everyone, not just a select few, can enjoy better, more fulfilling lives, a mobility lifestyle that liberates us all. That is our vision for Project IONIQ.
4 stories, 4 snapshots of a desirable future, 1 vision. Not inside some cartoon animated spaceship, not on another planet, not inside some faraway utopian city, but right here, right now. That is what IONIQ is all about. Now, let's join Hyundai Motor in bringing to life the vision for future mobility. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the IONIQ, the first vehicle from any manufacturer to offer customers 3 alternative fuel powertrain options in a single body type: the hybrid, the plug-in, and the electric. The IONIQ models you see here today are the first step in Hyundai's motor vision for future mobility and in executing Project IONIQ that I explained earlier. A clear indication of the company's ambition and a continuation of its innovative and eco-friendly nature. In 2013, Hyundai Motor launched the iX35 fuel cell, the world's first mass-produced fuel cell electronic vehicle. This dedication to invest in future technologies remains at the heart of IONIQ. In launching IONIQ, Hyundai Motor achieves another world first, providing 3 alternative powertrains in a single vehicle that is designed from the ground up to be an eco-friendly model. The IONIQ Electric will meet the needs of increasingly urbanized customer base. The IONIQ Plug-in bridges the gap between fully electric and regular hybrid motoring, providing a best of both worlds solution to customers with varied lifestyle and diverse travel needs. And coming to market first, the IONIQ Hybrid. It is the easiest step for customers to take towards low-emission motoring, boasting class-leading fuel economy and very low CO2 emissions. The advances demonstrate innovative lengths to which Hyundai Motor engineers will go to achieve a new vision for future mobility. Breaking the mold for hybrid vehicles, IONIQ not only delivers class-leading eco-credentials, but also brings customer a fun, responsive drive, attractive design, and advanced connectivity. This is a unique mix not yet achieved by a hybrid. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2016 IONIQ lineup.
You are now welcome to take photos of the stage. Thank you for your attention.
It's only been a week, the rush of being home and rapid fading, failing to recall what I was missing all that time in England, has sent me aimlessly on foot or by the help of transportation to knock on windows where a friend no longer live, I had forgotten. And everywhere I go, there's always something to remind me of another place in time, where love that traveled far had found me. We stayed outside till 2, waiting for the light to come back. We didn't talk, I knew, until you asked what I was thinking. Until you asked what I was thinking. Brave men tell the truth. The wise man's tools are analogies and puzzles. The woman holds her tongue, knowing silence will speak for her. Brave men tell the truth. The wise